these niche markets that traditional banking won't allow for. So some of those markets would be things like smaller yearly annual turnovers that somehow don't fit in with the standard criteria of the larger institutions. Asset finance, where there may have been issues for clients who've had some credit related issue or some change in their partnership arrangement or structures, and that they now fall foul of a traditional lending guidelines.
Darren, you mentioned equipment finance, and that is another integral part of our service provision to our clients. We've got equipment financiers who are specialists in those areas, and again, they're going to look at a different set of factors to what the traditional funders will use. And the rates that we're able to get for our clients are quite often very, very strong. Sometimes for clients who have out of the square needs, it means that we have to be, we go to different financiers to get the right outcome. But you're not locked into a very strict, narrow view that the majors are wanting to portray. We recently did a deal for a fellow he had a very strong business and it was developing. He had need of a large crane. It was costing him about $2,000 a day in rental for that, or hire for that crane, and the crane that he really needed to do the job, he was able to locate that in a different state. It wasn't even registered, and it was an old piece of machinery. He'd been to the bank and they'd said, absolutely not. It doesn't work on a whole range of different measures. But we were able to restructure the deal to get the financier happy with it, and we're able to get very competitive rates, and the client now has a piece of gear that is costing him about a bit over $2,500 to $3,000 a month, whereas before he was paying $2,000 a day. He just thinks it's the best thing since sliced bread. He loves it.